Hi, love. Yes, you. The part of you you've hidden so well that sometimes even you forget where she lives. The part that's tired, quiet, and stretched thin in ways no one ever sees. The part that has carried far too much, far too long. I want to speak to her. I want to sit beside her for a moment, not to fix her, not to push her, not to ask her to be strong. I just want to sit with her, breathe with her, and say something she hasn't heard in far too many years. You don't have to hold everything together. You were never meant to. And nothing is wrong with you if today you just can't do it anymore. I know you're exhausted. I know something hurts inside that you don't know how to name. I know there are days when you wake up and the weight hits you before your eyes even open. I know you've been saying, "I'm fine," for so long that the words don't even register anymore. I know. And you are not alone. You've held yourself together in ways no one understands. You've been the strong one, the reliable one, the one who doesn't crumble, even on nights when you cried quietly so the house wouldn't hear. You've carried unspoken stories, unfelt grief, unprocessed fear. Years of pushing through, holding on, showing up, surviving, and performing strength that no one ever questioned because you were so good at pretending. And somewhere along the way, you taught your body to keep going, even when it had nothing left to give. So now, when it whispers, "I can't," you panic. Because if you stop, if you rest, if you let things fall, you're terrified that everything will break. You're scared of who you might be if you're not holding everything together. You're scared of who might leave. You're scared of the chaos you've been keeping at bay. You're scared of meeting the parts of yourself you've avoided. I know, but love, let's take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Nothing is collapsing. Nothing is falling apart. Something inside you is simply telling the truth. Maybe for this time in years. And that truth is, I can't keep living like this. And that isn't failure. That isn't crisis. It's the beginning of coming home to yourself. I want to tell you something important. The world won't fall apart if you stop for a moment. Life won't leave you behind if you rest. No one who truly loves you will love you less if you say, "I can't today." And you don't have to earn peace. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to prove your worth to deserve softness. You weren't put here to be unbreakable. You weren't put here to carry everyone else's weight. You weren't put here to hold up collapsing things with a shaking heart. You weren't put here to sacrifice your aliveness just to be good. You came here to feel, to breathe, to exist, to be held sometimes, to be human. You came here to live, not to survive yourself. And I know part of your exhaustion doesn't come from life itself, but from the way you learn to move through it. You learn to apologize for needing things. You learn to downplay your pain. You learn to swallow your feelings because someone else always seemed to need more than you. You learned to carry what wasn't yours. You learned to pretend your heart didn't hurt so no one would worry. You learned to earn your place instead of simply taking up space. You learned to be strong even when strength was breaking you. And now your body, your heart, your soul, they're all saying, I'm tired. Not dramatic, not weak, not failing, just tired. And tiredness is not a flaw. It is a sign that you're human. You think things you don't say out loud, thoughts like, what if I'm not enough? What if I can never catch up? What if I'm falling behind? What if this is just who I am now? What if I can't fix this? What if I ruin everything but hear me clearly? Those thoughts are fear speaking, not truth. Your worth does not disappear when you slow down. Your life is not over because you're tired. Your soul is not lost because you need rest. You are not behind. You are overwhelmed. You are not broken. You are burdened. And burdens can be set down. You do not need a 5-step plan right now. You do not need to change your whole life tonight. You don't need to reinvent yourself. You don't need to make a dramatic comeback. You just need space, a pause, a breath, a moment where no one needs anything from you, a moment where you don't have to perform or pretend. Because when you finally stop, the truth rises to the surface. Your clarity returns, your body recalibrates, your intuition finds its voice again. Rest isn't a break from your life. Rest is where your life begins. And listen carefully, love. You don't have to keep being the person you became. When you were tired, scared, lonely, or trying to protect yourself, you're allowed to become someone softer, someone truer, someone who doesn't live in survival mode, someone who doesn't say yes out of fear, someone who doesn't carry what isn't hers. You're allowed to come back to the real you, the one you abandoned to keep everything from falling apart. That version of you is still here. She's just been waiting for you to slow down enough to hear her. So if today feels like too much, if something inside you is cracking open, if you feel like you're at your limit, don't see it as the end. See it as an invitation to let go of what's too heavy, to tell the truth, to choose yourself, to walk more gently, to rebuild from a place that feels honest. You don't have to keep going the way you've been going. You don't have to pretend today. You don't have to carry everything alone. And when everything in you whispers, I can't do this anymore, I want you to remember, you don't need to do everything. You only need to stay with yourself. You only need to breathe. You only need to take the next small step towards your own heart. That's enough. You are enough, and you are not alone. I'm right here with you.